So, 2020 is getting weirder day by day, and the latest news that we have is Powerpuff Girls is getting a live action adaptation. I mean, like, seriously? Okay, so Powerpuff Girls, along with, say, Scooby-Doo and Tom and Jerry, is perhaps one of the most popular and most loved cartoon shows of all time. Doesn't matter if you are a boy or a girl, everyone watched this show as a kid. And just tell me honestly, who in the right mind would have thought that, yeah, Powerpuff Girls is a great show, it needs a live action adaptation? Literally nobody said that. Nobody would have even thought about it. Then why? Just why? I don't get the inclination and the fascination that everyone has for a live action show. It has never worked. It has literally never worked properly. This is not just about cartoon. Cartoon, anime, any animated format, any animated show has not worked properly as a live action. There are very few handful examples of shows or movies or something which have worked better in live action format. Other than that, take Death Note for an example, take Attack on Titan as an example. None of these shows have the same charm that the animated version had. But either way, that's the news that we have today. Powerpuff Girls is getting a live action adaptation. So we have this article from variety.com, so let's just read it. Also, I'll put a link for this article in the description below, you can read it yourself as well. But for now, it says that the Powerpuff Girls could soon fly again. Variety has learned that a live action version of the classic Cartoon Network series is in development at the CW. In the updated version of the series, the titular superheroes are now disillusioned 20-something who resent having lost their childhoods to crime fighting. Will they agree to reunite now that the world needs them more than ever? Okay, so not gonna lie, the premise is kind of interesting. When I first heard that Powerpuff Girls were getting a live action adaptation, I first thought that they were gonna cast little girls to fulfill the roles of Buttercup and the trio. But this is at least a little better because little girls just punching around everyone, that won't make a lot of sense in live action because that is the beauty and charm of the animated medium. Not everything translates well on the live action side of things. Now the thing is that I won't get into politics or SJW or something like that. I don't want to make this video cringe fest, but I am skeptical. I am skeptical about things like these. First of all, this immediately reminds me of the Titan show from CW, and I mean, you all know what I'm talking about, that edgy and gritty and that kind of a stuff. It just doesn't translate well enough. Like, remember Robin saying the F word to Batman? So I think that they would probably try to do something like this to make the girls edgier and like sounding like all this superhero-ish and all. They might make the professor a drunkard or disillusioned fool or something like that. I don't know what exactly would be the plot of it, but I'm not really a fan of it. And on that note, this is a question to you guys. What do you think would be the actual plot of this show? And will they even bring back the original characters, the original villains like Mojo Jojo and him? And on the topic of him, how would they even adapt him? Like, him is probably one of the most influential villains of all time, along with Mojo Jojo obviously, but him was perhaps the first transgender character, proper transgender character or asexual character, you can say it like that as well, who graced the screen. And his grandeur, his sense of lavishness, it was simply amazing. When I recently started watching One Piece anime, the character of Doflamingo immediately reminded me of him and how flamboyant that character was. I have previously talked about him in a separate video, you can check it out here, but I just don't know how good it would be to bring him into the show, or how would they even adapt Mojo Jojo into the show? How would they incorporate him? Like, will they do a full CG of a gorilla or some monkey or chimp like that? Or they would just replace him with a different character, like a human who has monkey-like traits. They would do something like that. Like, I'm definitely sure that they would bring changes to the actual cast and villains. And I just hope, like, this is my immense hope, that they don't go too political. Don't make this a boy versus girl kind of thing. Please don't make it. The original Powerpuff Girls was perhaps the most inclusive show that I have seen as a kid. It was a show which was beloved by boys and girls of all ages. It didn't matter if you were a boy or a girl, you loved Powerpuff Girls. It was simply fabulous. The morals, the ethics that Powerpuff Girls taught were simply fabulous. and till date I remember almost every episode of that show. So please, it's my earnest request to Warner Brothers and CW, please don't ruin the legacy of Powerpuff Girls. I have already been through the pain of seeing Death Note getting ruined and other shows getting ruined by a live action adaptation, and I just can't see another beloved show getting ruined like that. So please take caution and do whatever you are doing properly. But this is certainly a news which I was not expecting in a million years, that Powerpuff Girls of all things are getting a live action adaptation. Like damn, that's just edgy and I don't know what to say. 20 plus Powerpuff Girls. Alright, let's see how it goes. So guys, please do mention your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you even interested in seeing a Powerpuff Girls adaptation, live action adaptation of them? What are your thoughts? Basically, what are your thoughts? What do you think would be the actual plot of this show? Like, would they bring back Mojo Jojo and would they bring back the mayor, and what actually would be the plot? Or would they introduce some totally new characters for the lore of this story? Whatever your thoughts are, please mention them in the comment section below. I will interact with you all there. So that's it for today guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Share it with your friends. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Reddit, wherever you can. And subscribe to the channel for more. This is WhyZ and I'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.